And as you can hear there, Israeli airstrikes continue to pound Gaza as the death toll among Palestinians climbs to above 500. That according to health officials in Gaza. Meantime, 20 Israelis have also died, including 13 soldiers killed in heavy fighting over the weekend. The IDF says despite advances on the ground, the attacks from Hamas continue.
This morning, in two separate locations, terrorists infiltrated Israel in what seems to be a synchronized attack. They met the brute force of the IDF, and we struck them down, killing the people who are involved in this attack.
Now, Hamas is also claiming they have captured an Israeli soldier, but Israel is now denying those reports. We'll take a look into that. Meantime, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is headed to the Middle East today, but yesterday he was caught on a hot mic during a Fox News Sunday commercial break discussing the crisis in Gaza. Seemingly unaware that his comments were being recorded, Kerry said, "It's a hell of a pinpoint operation. We've got to get over there."
We ought to go tonight. I think it's crazy to be sitting around.
Well, Kerry then underscored his desire to travel to the region, saying we ought to go there tonight, as you heard. We'll have more on Kerry's plans coming out through the day. Also, Kerry appearing on the Sunday talk shows, telling Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace about what he thinks it's going to take to make the situation a little bit more calm.
There's no more complicated part of the world than the Middle East. But the solution to the current crisis is very simple. If it's going to be quiet in Israel, it's going to be quiet in Gaza.
And we were hearing yesterday evening after an emergency session of the UN Security Council from both representatives of Israel and the Palestinian Authority. That, of course, playing out in New York. Another important part of the story is what the UN's response is going to be. The Palestinian ambassador saying that his country is under attack from Israel. Meantime, most of the global community standing behind Israel and its desire to defend itself. That council meeting was set at the request of Jordan, which proposed a strongly worded draft as the world continues to look for ceasefire options. Moving on to our next story. In eastern Ukraine, rescue workers have recovered some 21 bodies from the wreckage of that Malaysia plane. The total number of bodies that's been recovered thus far is 251. Currently, the bodies are being kept in refrigerated rail cars at a nearby train station. Today, a team of international monitors, including 3 from the Dutch National Forensic Investigation Team, will take a look at that crash site. Coming up, we'll hear from Congressman Adam Kinzinger about what he thinks is going on at that crime scene. Flight MH17, of course, was downed last week, killing all 298 people on board, but the recovery effort for some of those bodies continues. Also appearing on CNN yesterday, Senate Intelligence Committee Chairwoman Dianne Feinstein had some choice words for the Russian President Vladimir Putin on how he has been handling the downing of this flight.
Where is Putin? And I would say, Putin, you have to man up. You should talk to the world. You should say, if this was a mistake, which I hope it was, say it.
There's clear evidence the rebels shot down that plane, likely mistaking it for a Ukrainian military cargo plane. Feinstein also agreed that U.S.-Russian relations are now at Cold War levels.